So we're in the Blackberries, and we come to pick blackberries, and I think they might have found some. But so we come here and look, none of them are ripe. There's like one ripe one out of 1,000. It's crazy. Here, like, here's a ripe one. Yay! You like one ripe one out of 1,000, and then the ripe ones aren't even fully ripe. That one was all right. Less bitter than the other ones. So we come in here, walk all the way up there. You can't even see all the way up there because it's up around that corner. It's like double the distance. We come to get blackberries, and there's none here. Because me and my friend yesterday saw, like, you'll see the video, that like 10 Mexicans, like in a family, down here just picking for like a half hour. So you'd think there'd be some. I have a story about this place, by the way. Anyway, you'd think there'd be some, but there's none. And so on our way home, we found this other guy's gate, and we saw these monster Goliath, huge blackberries, and we were picking them there. They're like the size of quarters.
Look how many I found.
Ooh, so we just walked 100 yards and you got like 5, right?
Yeah, 'cause I ate one that was really sour.
Yeah, I know. That's always how it works too. Except that was probably the best tasting one in the whole plant area. I don't judge them by how sweet they are. I judge them by little bitter they are. No.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's like 4 or 5 up here. That's not right. There we go. Maybe somebody didn't want anybody to read it.
Everything's been scratched.
Oh, that's weird. So there are pretty much no blackberries here. I have 2. Yeah, give it another week. You can just, walk by that guy's backyard and just reach over and grab some. They're pretty big monster ones. Except we pulled off most of the. Well, we could. I don't know if there's any on that side though.
Well, it was a huge spot.
It might be. We just say we live here. We used to always go up in there and play around. So now we're gonna walk around on the other side, because you see these blackberries go all the way up, and on the other side is the apartments most of the way, and then houses. And so we don't live in the apartments, of course. So we're just gonna sneak up there and see if we can pick any blackberries out. Such a nice time of year. So beautiful. We rarely get stuff like this here. I mean, really, there's barely any clouds in the sky. So I remember when you were little and your parents said, "Don't eat those, they're not blueberries," even though they look like blueberries. Man, I had my friend yesterday almost eat one. I barely knocked it out of his hand. Crazy. He thought they were blueberries. Yeah, sure. Oh, it doesn't look like anybody cares. We just walk right up here. And they're lagging behind. That guy's selling stuff. He came to our door yesterday. It's awesome though. That same guy came to our door yesterday. And what we did is he'd come to the door and we didn't answer. We'd go out back and say, "Come around back." So he'd leave, and then he'd go to the neighbor's house and we'd holler out the front window, "Hey, wait, we're interested. We want to buy something." So he'd work his way all the way back up. And then guess what we'd say again? "Come around back." So the guy got pissed, and you could tell down at the neighbors, he's pointing up, "Do you know those folks up there?" "No, sorry, we don't." And we saw him later in the day, and now he's out again. I can tell you that's hard work, going house to house every day. He came to our house at like 8 a.m. and we saw him at 8 p.m. So that's more than 12 hours. I couldn't do that. I couldn't work unless I was making better than minimum wage. Doesn't look like there's any up here either. Here's one, and it's not right, but I'll pull it off anyway. I don't know where my family is now. I should have been right down there, but they're not. I sure could post longer videos, even though it's in 480p. It's in 720 right now. I better stop the video.